New tonight, it's a story that you'll only see on 8. We're talking with the victim of an April abduction in Muskegon County.
This as police try to determine whether the suspect is linked to the 2013 disappearance of Jessica Herringa. Tonight, 46-year-old Jeffrey Willis is behind bars being held on a kidnapping charge.
Investigators searched his home for hours today looking for any possible link to the Herringa case and for evidence in last month's kidnapping.
24-Hour News 8's Heather Walker talked with that alleged victim tonight. She's joining us live with her exclusive interview. Heather?
The 16-year-old says she thought that he was going to kill her, so she jumped out of the moving van and started running.
I really thought he was going to kill me, and I thought he was going to take me. I was just scared.
We agreed to hide the teen's identity. She still gets upset talking about the incident that happened about a month ago, around 4 or 5 Saturday morning. She tells us she was at a party when the person who was supposed to drive her home got drunk. So she started walking, but soon she was lost. She says she felt like it had been lost for a couple of hours when a van came by.
This silver van pulled up and he asked me if I wanted to lift. And I told him no, I just wanted to use his phone.
The teen says there were cars behind him, so to avoid a backup, she got into the van. She says he immediately rolled up the windows and locked the doors.
And then I asked to use his phone, and he told me his phone was dead. And then I thought something was weird.
She asked him to stop the car.
He was slowing down, but he wasn't stopping. And then he reached and pulled out a gun.
A black handgun. The van was near West River and Green Creek Road when she jumped out. These pictures show the scrapes and bruises from her fall.
Stopped the car and ran to the back of his and was still pointing the gun at me.
She says she started running.
All I was thinking about was my mom the whole time. And then he told me he was just kidding and everything was a joke. But I just kept running.
She says she ran to a nearby house where a woman was letting out her dogs.
And I was just screaming, and I was like, he has a gun, please let me in.
She claims a woman saved her and called 911. The teen later identified the man in the van as 46-year-old Jeffrey Willis. How certain are you that this is the man who picked you up?
100%. I know it's him.
Now police are looking into the possibility that Willis may be linked to Jessica Herringa's disappearance. So far, they haven't found any connection.
It's really crazy because she's been gone for 3 years. And nobody knows, nobody would have known that happened to me. Nobody knew that I started walking. Nobody knew anything. I could have just been gone just like her.
The woman who gave the description for the suspect in the Jessica Herringa case was interviewed by investigators today. We have not learned what she had to say about Willis. Willis is behind bars tonight. He's expected to be formally charged tomorrow. We, of course, will be there and bring you the updates. Reporting live outside of the Muskegon County Jail tonight, Heather Walker, 24-Hour News 8.
Wow, Heather, what a chilling story. Thank you for that live report. Jeffrey Willis lives just miles from where Jessica Herringa disappeared 3 years ago. His home is about 10 miles south of where the 16-year-old was abducted. Police say Willis was driving a silver minivan, similar in description to the vehicle linked to Herringa's disappearance. Norton Shores police say Willis's minivan was one of the vehicles detectives swept shortly after Herringa's abduction. They ruled it out at that time. We talked with Herringa's grandfather today, who was surprised to learn about the arrest. But he says the details did give him some hope.
He was driving a silver minivan.
Oh, that was that young girl that he tried to pick up?
Yes. Yeah. When that happened, did you kind of wonder if there might be a connection?
Yeah. Better than anything I've heard lately.
Now, once again, detectives have not found a connection between Willis and Herringa's disappearance, but they say they have not ruled him out.
Jessica Herringa's disappearance has gained national attention ever since she vanished from that Exxon gas station in Norton Shores. The only signs of her that police have ever found, her purse near the cash register and a drop of her blood by the back door. Over at woodtv.com, we have a full timeline of the Herringa case and a number to Silent Observer if you have any information on her disappearance.